And we are back with a brand new edition. Welcome back. It is Monday. Yuck. What's up, Amy girlfriend? Okay. What's up, Taylor Morgan girlfriend? I saw your snack game, girl. You're a master at this shit. The 55 million snacks. Although I have a love-hate relationship with Miracle Noodles. Miracle Noodles, I find, are only good in chicken noodle soup. About it. That's about it. Anyway, I did not even introduce myself. My name is Jen. I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else to work in your favor. I obviously already know this sounds good to you. Click that follow button, subscribe button, wherever you're watching from. Also, if you're interested in, we do have a friendly contest every day here on Tiki Talk Talk, where if you repost this live or share the live, you will be entered to win some amazing prizes. Yesterday, we gave away a coaching session. Yeah, that's how we do it around here. All right, now we're going to talk about a couple things today, and hopefully, oh, good, Dr. Extended, good, Dr. Extended, keep going, girl, keep going. I'm going to share a recent success story with you guys. Hopefully, it will motivate you to, say to the 3D and to persist. I'll share with you a success story in a minute. So, okay. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss a live, I always upload them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe. Watch them. They're long. Learn some things. Implement. That's the key, is to not be a learner, but an implementer. That is the key. If you literally would do what I say, you'd have your SP back. It is what it is. Sorry. I'm good at it. What up, Katie, girlfriend? I manifested my SP back from no contact to living with me in a matter of only 4 weeks. So I'm here to help you do the same. Okay. I've helped hundreds of people get their SPs back, and I've only been teaching this shit since February. You do the math. Okay. The amount of movement that my members get is far more than movement people get in any other community that I'm doing this for a long time. Not to toot my own horn, but toot toot, bitch. Also, what up, Lindsay? Also, if you're interested in having me manifest your SP for you, you want to work with me one-on-one so you can figure out where you're going wrong so you can get it right, all links are in my bio or description if you're on YouTube, okay? Which that is going to be our latest, newest, and greatest success story. So I'll share that with you as an icebreaker. And then, of course, I will mention it again as people trickle in later, okay? So we have a member who hired me to manifest for her. Things were not good. Thanks, Yesenia, girlfriend. Things were not good at all. So she hires me to work for her. And she messages me on, let this sink in. She messages me on May 21st. I have a screenshot. Don't worry, I'll put it in my stories today. She messages me on May 21st. She goes, things are going from bad to worse. I was like, she's like, he's asked me to remove my relationship status on Facebook. And this, that, and the fucking third. And I was like, okay, who gives a fuck? What up, Tyrese? I'm excited to work with you, expert tarot reader. And so I was like, who gives a fuck? I literally tell you to not react to the 3D. Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay? And you play your part like you're supposed to. So we work together. And she did. And so it went from bad to worse, and him telling her, and him, he not only did he tell her to remove the relationship status, but he blocked her on fucking everything. On May 21st. Well, then he showed up at her door. This is why I tell you guys, who gives a fuck about being blocked? Okay, who cares about being blocked? What part of I'll bring him to your door, don't you understand? Literally. So he showed up at her door. And he stayed the entire weekend, went home for, I don't know, half a fucking day. Came back that night, and complete turnaround. He's repeating back the things that she's been saying. Go figure. And all that stuff. She's like, he's a totally different person. Totally different person. When she was blocked on May 21st. That's a week and a half ago. in case you can't do the math. I can't either, but no shame. No shame. So let that inspire you to keep going, because literally complete turnaround in a week and a half after being blocked. But you all worry about the fucking blocked feature like it defines whether you can talk to this man or woman or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You keep going. You persist. No matter what the 3D shows you, no matter what people tell you, no matter of any of that shit. If what they say out of their mouth is not something you want to hear, reject. Reject, 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 reject. And then you get your shit. And then you get your shit. So the link is in the description in my bio. Okay, so if you click on my page in my bio, there's the link there. Then you should see the options. And then when you click that, once you check out, it redirects you to my calendar to book a call. If not, people would just be booking calls. I will check it out, Nadine. It's on my profile. It's on my profile. Maybe somebody can send it to you. Bevy, if you're in here, can you send her the link? Thanks. That's right. There isn't anything to react to. What's there to react to? So hopefully that motivates you guys to get a grip. And to keep, I could try to fit you in today. And to keep going and to persist no matter fucking what. No matter what. You persist. Did she waver? Yeah, she did. Hence the whole things are going from bad to worse. Okay. But what did she do? She sought feedback. Okay. She was like, how do I handle this? He's asking me to delete my relationship status, but I don't want to do that. Okay. I got it, expert tarot reader. She's like, but she goes, I don't want to do that. So she ended up hiding her relationship status. Job done. So he was super helpful. He was super, I'm sorry. So it was super helpful. She sought the help and said, how do I navigate through this? How do I work this out? We got her back in. We had her straighten her crown, and boom, movement. Oh, I forgot to tell you. If you have any questions, we talk about mainly SPs around here. If you don't like it, scroll to the next. But if you have any questions about your SP, drop it through the comments. I'm here to help your ass. You understand? Do you understand? Okay? It's not exclusive to SPs. If you want to know how to manifest money, business success, weight loss, health, all the shit, I done it all. I done it all, baby. Yes, it's a partnership, Penny. It is a partnership because I can bring them to your door. I cannot control the version of them that shows up. That is entirely up to you. So she played her part in controlling the version that she received, which was the best version, right? Which is a greater version. Like she's like, he has not been like this, so he's much more attuned to what she wanted. Yeah. So I helped her bring him to the door. She had to keep him, right? But that's where I'm different. I don't just manifest them back and be like, job fucking done. Best of luck to you. Instead, I want to help you keep them. You know what I mean? So there's a huge difference from manifesting an SP back and then keeping them, because many people have manifested SPs back numerous times. Thanks, I'm Canadian Chris, girlfriend. Many people have manifested SPs back many times, the same SP, but it ends the same every time, which is why I try to harp on you guys that it is far more than just manifesting thanks, Tyrese. It is far more than just manifesting an SP back. You got to keep them. And the way you keep them is by doing things differently, right? By understanding where you went wrong so you can get it right. Okay. And that's what a lot of people don't teach you. They just tell you how to manifest them back, but they don't teach you what caused the breakup in the first place. They don't tell you how you need to evolve as a person and that you need to break patterns when they come back. They don't know. They don't tell you all the shit I tell you. And the reason for that is because they don't know, right? Because they haven't manifested an SP back. They may have manifested an SP, but not one back. So there's a different strategy involved when it comes to manifesting an SP back because you have history with this person. So you have to do things differently. You have to break the history, basically rewrite history, if you will. So therefore, the next go around is much, much better and much stronger. So that's what this is about. And I never had a bad history with my boyfriend, ever. The first time we dated, it wasn't long. We only dated for like 4 months, but that was my man. Yeah, best relationship I've ever been in. So I was like, I'm going to go get my man back. Thank you very much. But so I didn't have a bad history with him, but everything can use, in my opinion, everything can always use improvement on. And so because of that, I've noticed trends. This is what I do, right? And so I'm a read between the lines type of person. So I let you guys talk, and then I'll be like, you want to know what caused your breakup? Do you want to know why they said that? They're like, why? And I'm like, this is why. They're like, oh yeah, I did think that. I'm sure you did. That's why they said that. I told you guys most of you have the key to getting your relationship back on track in the first place, based on whatever they told you at the breakup. If you would think about it and read between the lines, which some of you can't do, and that's fine. But that's what I'm here for. And so oftentimes they've already told you the key to the makeup based on what they said at the breakup. So when you know that, then you flip it. Or you get clear in your thoughts. Because I tell you guys, there's 2 things you must get clear on. Their feelings for you and that they want to be with you. If you can get clear on those 2 things, then they don't have a choice but to conform to that. And you're not making this shit up, okay? This is why they tell you, because again, they don't know. So they tell you just be delusional. Okay, what's there to be delusional about when they've literally shown you how they care about you in the first place? They've already shown you their feelings for you the first go around. They've also told you how they felt about you. And if they haven't told you how they felt about you, they've still shown you how their actions speak louder than words, right? They've still shown you how they care about you, how they feel about you. So what the fuck is there to be delusional about? You're not making the shit up. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing to be delusional about. You just need to set your mind to something and let it ride. Stop questioning everything. Stop doing all of that. I told you guys yesterday, make a decision. Do you want your SP back? And before you fucking say yes, then it's like, do you want them back? Yes. Then you need to accept that. Then you need to decide too that I'm going to get what I want, my SP back, period. So because of that, there's nothing to question. There's nothing to check. There's not question what? I've already made the fucking decision. And so because I've made the decision, I'm just going to do. I'm going to play my part, and I'm going to fucking do, and I'm going to do, and I'm going to do. And you know what? And it's all going to unfold perfectly. They are going to cooperate. They are going to carry out my manifestation, and that's all I need to fucking know. How this is going to happen, I don't really give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Why do you care how it happens? I don't care how it happens. Do you think I care how I'm going to get money in my bank account? No. No. It's going to come ethically. That's all I fucking need to know. Do you think I care how my SP is going to live with me? No. I just know that is what I want, and that is what I'm going to get. Yeah, I don't need to give a shit about anything else. I don't need to freaking walk around town. I told you there were scenarios where I literally put myself in a position. Thanks, Shenzi girlfriend. I literally put myself in a position to where, hey, Elena girlfriend, to where you guys would have been triggered. But instead I was like, I have nothing to worry about. I have nothing to worry about. Thanks, Lindsay girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to worry about. I don't give a fuck. So I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do that shit, and I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to keep it pushing. That's my attitude. But that's just my attitude. Thanks, Tyrese. You know, it's like, that's all. And I think... Can someone help expert tarot reader out and send her the link to my Linktree link? Because I don't fucking know how to go on my profile, girl. I don't know how to go on my profile because I'm live now. But it's on my profile. All right, Master Manifestor. My SP broke no contact this weekend, but he said he would call me back yesterday and never did. So maybe he was busy. Maybe he was busy. Who cares? He said he'd call you back yesterday and never did. This is part of the problem, okay? This is part of the problem. Is he said he's going to call you back. Okay, cool. And he is. He's calling you back today. He's going to call you back right now. Period. Fucking period. Who gives a shit? Who cares? You know, you have to push forward. You need to fucking push forward. Push forward. You know, like that saying, forward march. Yeah, that fucking forward. Okay, it doesn't say backward march, does it? No, it's forward march. Okay, the show must go on. Okay, so you need to, at some point, here's the thing. Here's what happened. Okay. SP said, SP breaks no contact. You're talking, everything's great. Right? He says, I'll call you tomorrow. You're like, all right, cool. Tomorrow comes rolling around. And all you keep doing is looking at the time. Still doesn't call me back. Yep. Still doesn't call me back. Still doesn't call me back. When's he going to call me back? He said he was going to call me today. Why hasn't he called me today? He said he was going to call me. Why hasn't he called me? When's he going to call me? And the later it gets, that conversation amplifies. What the fuck? He said he was going to call me today. Why didn't he call me? Yeah. Then you went to bed in your feelings about the fact he didn't call you. But here's the thing. He would have called you yesterday. Shall you have went about your fucking happy little day and not worried about the fucking time. Took him at his word and just not worried about the time at all. Just took him at his word and been like, okay, sorry. And he would have just taken him at his word and he wouldn't have worried about the time. He would have just cooked, cleaned, done what the fuck ever you do on a Sunday, gone to church. Thanks, Tyrese. Do what I did yesterday. Not a damn thing. Actually, that's a lie. I cooked a goulash. And then I did not a damn thing. Yeah. Or I tried to do not a damn thing. Yeah. It never tends to work out that way. But anyway, if you would have just gone about your happy little fucking day, expecting a text, expecting him to call you back, then he would have. He would have called you yesterday. But you did the opposite. You questioned. And this is the time for you to break the fucking pattern. Okay? Thanks, NY2NC. Okay? This is a time where I'm telling you guys, getting into contact is cool. But you have to maintain the contact. And the only way you do that is by breaking patterns. Okay? Is by sitting there saying, okay, he's done this shit before. He said he was going to call me back and didn't. Okay, nope, not anymore. Not any fucking more. That man always keeps his commitments with me. He's absolutely going to call me back today. I know he is. Right? You change the tune. You break the pattern. So then he calls you back. Then you're like, all right, that's fucking right. Yeah, that's fucking right, bitch. You're going to call me tomorrow too. Why? Because I fucking said so. Because I've decided. And then he'll call you back again the next day, and the next day, and the fucking next day. And whenever the hell you want is when he'll call you back. Yes. Yes. Oh, snap. Look at that. We're giving away another coaching call. If we're on that long, we'll see how we do. No one likes a bragger. No one likes a fucking bragger. That you're going to be out of the country. I need to travel. Nesp, I'm doing amazing. How are you? Expert tarot reader, if you can't figure it out, I've never done this before. If you can't figure it out, let me just help you out. Go to knockoutbabe.com. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Just go to knockoutbabe.com. Okay. Just how it sounds. Okay. And let me know in the comments here if you were successful. If you're also new to law of assumption, try and assume small stuff first and how everything goes your way. That's exactly right, IBO. It's exactly what I've been telling people. You go in small steps. Okay? That's I stand by manifesting back in steps. Been on and off for 4 to 5. Now logically thinking it's not meant to be because of that. Wavering in my desire. Huh? Ellen, what are you fucking talking about? So you've been on and off for 4 to 5. Now logically thinking it's not meant to be because of that. It's not meant. So your relationship is not meant to be because you've been on and off for 4 to 5. Is that what you're referring? I'm assuming you mean months. It's all right, Bevy girlfriend. Can you help expert tarot reader? Because she can't find the link to said services. And don't tell her link is in the bio. Okay. All right. So logically thinking it's not meant to be because of that, wavering in your desire. It's okay. We need to stop demonizing. Like, should you try to not waver? Yeah. But is it going to fuck your shit up? Not really. Okay. Not really. It's still going to move forward. As long as you tell yourself you're not fucking it up. If you tell yourself you're screwing it up, then yeah, you will. Okay. But what you're not doing is seeing this all boils down. Look, if you're on and off with somebody, it is because you are not breaking patterns. How many times do I have to tell you this? You're not breaking patterns. You're running every time you guys get back together. You're running your relationship the exact same fucking way. You're not evolving at all. You are reacting to everything in your mind or verbally. You are questioning shit under the sun. You are not seeing the version of your SP that you want them to be for you and all that shit. Which, therefore, now you're off. Then you go back on. Do it all over again. And now you're back off. Then you get back on. And then you do it all over again. Are you noticing the trend? Are you noticing the fucking trend? So if you want to do it differently and you want a different outcome, then you need to be different. You need to be different. And they change. Why? Because you're evolving, but you're also choosing to see the good in your SP. Like I told you guys, if you can't see the good in your SP, you can't see the good in other people. And that's a problem. That's a problem with society in general. So you may as well start with your SP or move on. If you can't see the good in them, but you still have to evolve, even if it's not with this SP, you still have to do things different because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know how the next relationship's going to go. The exact same way this one went, and the last one went, and the one before that went, and the one before that went. And there's only one common denominator. You. So, what's your pleasure? You still have to evolve. It doesn't matter, no matter how you slice it. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. You have to do things differently for you to have an amazing relationship. For you to have an amazing relationship. Period. Could I have fixed my crazy boyfriend? Yeah, sure. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I was reading a text. Okay. Oh, already answered that one. My inner radiance, can't wait for our call today too. Well, Franco, my boyfriend doesn't mind if I swear, so it's just who I am. Don't know how to tell you that. Don't know how else to tell you that. It's who I am. But I behave like a lady just fine. Just fine. Oh, Jacques, what? Are you ready to get a grip? Are you ready to get a grip? Huh? You're welcome, Master Manifester. You will get in alignment, okay? The jungle, yes, you can see expert tarot reader. It's okay. I'm not the best when it comes to social media either, but yes, you can see it's in your messages, and it should be like under it might be in message requests as well. Okay. Good, Dana. Good. That's right, Courtney. That's right. Forward march, girl. Forward march. And you guys have to dead some of the old shit from your past with your SP. You do. You have to rechange those stories, because if you don't, care to guess what's going to keep coming up over and over again? That shit. Okay? How to stay consistent and patient when manifesting SP. Vanessa, first of all, screw patience. I'm not patient. I am not going to be patient. I want what I want, and I want it now. I'm very impatient, actually, but I've learned to leverage impatience. Okay, so it's like, so if you're impatient, then you would stay consistent. Okay, you would do your best to stay consistent. You would do like, that's where I said, like, when I decide something, I'm very impatient. I don't want things to take a whole long time. So I'm very impatient. So when I want something, I'm going to get what I want. And so I'm going to stay consistent in my thoughts. I'm going to check my inner conversations and control them. And I'm going to do whatever I got to do to get what I want, to ensure that I get what I want quickly. Since a lot of you from the LOA community love Neville Goddard so much, Neville Goddard says if you can hold the desired state for 3 days, then it produces into your reality. Okay? So you hold the state. I only see, for me, I create assumptions. I only listen to what I want to listen to. So if Neville Goddard would have said, it takes you 5,000 days, I would have been like, reject. But because Neville Goddard is like, yeah, if you can stay in the desired state for 3 days, I was like, cool, sick. I could do 3 days. Okay, so that's just how my mind works. Because then I'm like, okay, cool. I could do 3 days. Yeah, fuck yeah. If I can discipline myself for 3 days, yeah, and that's gonna come to me, and on the third day, yep, I'm down. And what it means in a state is it's not a feeling. It's living in the state of having what you want. Okay. But the key is living in the state of having what you want. So that's where it's unrealistic for most of you to live in the state of relationship if you're in technically no contact in the 3D. Okay. So that makes it rather hard. So instead you live in the state of contact. How about that? You know, walk before you, it's like crawl before you walk. Okay. Like, let's crawl before we walk. Okay, maybe let's live in the state of contact. And then once you get contact, now live in the state of coming to spend time with you. Then live in the state of relationship. And it progresses quickly. Which is why when the client I told you about, oh, I forgot. I said that when there were like 15 whole ass people on here because I'm impatient. But allow me to tell you, in case you didn't hear it the first time around, allow me to tell you our most recent success story. And I have the screenshot. I will put it on my stories today. Okay. A client hired me to manifest for her. And on May 21st, she messaged me saying things are going from bad to worse. And I was like, so? Because that's like always my attitude. So what? What does that mean? And so he asked her to take off their relationship status on Facebook. And so she asked for our opinion and decided to hide the relationship status so that it didn't cause conflict. He also blocked her on everything. And again, I was like, so keep going, play your part. So what? And so she did. And he showed up at her door. which is why I tell you guys to forget being blocked. Who cares? He showed up at her door, stayed the weekend, came home for half a day, returned that evening, and is repeating back things that she's been saying to herself. I'm sure he's repeating back things I've been saying to him. And he's a totally different person. Totally different person. For the better, of course. In a week and a half. A week and a half. She went from blocked to that man barely even leaving her place now. In a week and a half. So does it take a long time, Vanessa? No, it does not take a long time. Nothing in this world takes a long time. Unless you're going to try and build a house. But even that doesn't take a long time. Have you ever noticed that it takes them longer to it takes them longer to like smooth out the dirt than it does to build a whole building? Because anytime they like put a new building up, it's like within a month, the whole thing is done. I'm like, dang, that's fast. But it takes them a longer time to prepare the surface than it does to put the whole thing up. Okay? Nothing takes a long time. Time is an illusion. Time does not exist. Thanks, Joshua. Welcome to the family. You will love it here. Here, if you are new here, you all love it here. We're like one big giant freaking family. And I am here to help you manifest your SP. But if you get out of line, I'm also here to yell and scream and check your ass. Yeah. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. But that's how I get you results. Okay? That's how I help people go from no contact, no contact and blocked to, back together in a week and a half. You guys be tripping on the silliest shit. You be tripping on the silliest shit. I'm blocked. So what? So what? Who cares? They still know where you reside. They still have your phone number. Who gives a shit if you're blocked? I told a friend what you say. She went from he's planning holes with friend to living together from September 1st. Yeah, what? What? Oh, I forgot to. Snaps for tomorrow, by the way. Because that's the success story. It's from tomorrow. Yes. And snaps for user 478. Okay. Expert tarot reader, send me a DM. Send me a message, okay? All right. Let's see here. Ask for something that isn't cared about and watch it happen. Of course. Because it's not that you don't care about it. You just have no resistance, Dana. That's why it manifests quickly. It manifests quickly when you have no resistance, when you drop it. So like I was on a coaching call and she said that her SP came back in contact when she detached. Because he had said they have a mutual friend and the friend had said something that kind of gave her, in her words, the ick. It must be a UK thing. They gave her the ick. And she was like, I don't even think I like him anymore. And then he came back. And so she's like, I think I need to detach again. I said, it's not the detachment that manifested. I said, it's not that you detached. This whole law of detachment. They should call it law of lower resistance. It's not. You're not manifesting because you detached. It manifested because you lowered the resistance. Because technically you detached. Does that make sense? I feel like that made sense. Okay. So when you lower the resistance, now they can walk through the fucking door, can't they? Yeah. They can't walk through the door if you got a wall barricading you and your SP. Okay. But the way that you lower the resistance is by making the decision that I told you to make yesterday. Do you want your SP back? Okay. Then you need to decide that you're going to get that. And that's it. So there's nothing to worry about. Because if you make a decision then you keep your decision, right? You stick with your decision. When you make a choice, you stick with it. And that should be what you guys teach your children, right? Is you like how to make decisions, right? Thanks, Woo Pig. Okay, so what's the problem? If you decide something, this is life lesson numero fucking uno. If you decide, because this benefits you in life. When you decide something and you make a decision, then there ain't shit to worry about. That is mine. That is mine. This is the results that I'm going to have. And that's all I need to fucking know. So I'm going to do the job. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. And that's all I need to know. Because I decided that that's what I want. And that's what I'm going to have. Because that lowers that resistance significantly because you're not wavering. You're not, it's not that you're not ever wavering, but you're not checking things. You're not getting your own way, saying it's not working, 90s kid, and all this shit. You know, you're not doubting, you're not worried, you're not wondering. None of that, because it's like, no, that is my thing. That is what I'm going to have. So I don't need to worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to worry about nothing. What's there to worry about? I ain't got to worry about nothing. Nada. Zilch. Nothing. Jen, did your SP ever tell you he's building a new life with gutter trash? Yes. Yeah, that's how I knew about her. That's how I knew about her. Yeah. I was told about her 2 days after we broke up that a friend of his, and he still stands by that, and I believe him. He said a friend of his needed a place to stay with her 2 kids, so he just wanted to let me know because I'm at the pool in case I saw a chick coming in and out of his place. And he's like, it's just a roommate situation, but I don't even want a roommate. He said, so I told her she could stay for like 30 days, maximum 60 days and pay rent. But I don't need a roommate. But in my mind, I was like, but is that really a friend? Right? So I created Gutter Trash. And yeah, he told me, and when we came back in contact, yeah, he told me all about her. Okay. And so, yeah, he had told me that he was going to build a new life, whatever, not necessarily a new life, but that they were a thing and all this shit. Do you think I gave a fuck? No. I was like, I don't think so. I didn't care. So yeah, I was told something similar to that, different things, but I didn't give a shit. Because I make what I want. Because I do what I want. And I do it when I want it. Thank you, User478. You should all listen to User478 because he knows what he's talking about. Or she's talking about. She said, what you say absolutely 100% works. Yes, it does. Yes, it is. And so yeah, I was told that. But if you want to know my whole story, I mean, I don't really talk in detail about that shit. But my whole story is on my YouTube channel. I don't talk about it here anymore. I used to, but I don't because it's old story for me. But it's on my YouTube channel. Yeah, if you scroll right past all my lives, it's like the second or third video from, like, just go right past all my lives. And it's I think it's called, man, I keep saying I think. I should just change the freaking name if it's not. It's like How I Manifested My SP Back. That's what it's called. So it talks about, I tell you my story there. It's a fascinating story. I mean, not really fascinating, but I had all the circumstances. Every one of them. Well, thanks, Woo Pig. You know what I'm saying? So I had like literally, I had all of them. And I didn't have to check social media to see what was going on. It was in my face because we lived one building away from each other. I mean, it's partly why I was like, so like, yeah, fuck yeah. How convenient is this shit? Because that was my biggest problem. Oh, hello. That was my biggest problem when it came to dating apps, I was like, I got a hard stop at 10 minutes max, preferably 5 minutes. I would prefer that you live 1 mile down the road because I ain't trying to drive like that. I ain't trying to drive like that. Relationships take, effort, and, I'm not driving an hour away. Like, if you live in LA, it's a fucking wrap. No, not doing it. Riverside County, nope, not doing that either. San Diego, nope, not doing that shit either. Hell, if you live in Irvine, it's too far for me. So when he was one building away, I was like, yes, score. I thought it was super convenient. Yeah. So I had to stare at all that shit. But that's probably why I got good at it. I don't know. I'm just stubborn like that. I'm so stubborn like that. I just didn't care about any of that. Did I react at first when he told me that they were a thing? Yeah, of course. Like, duh. You know what I'm saying? Did I cry about it? Yeah, of course. But do you think I cared? Do you think I reacted? Nope. After that, I picked myself up and was like, oh, hell no. Then I spent all this damn time doing law of attraction, trying to build the wedge between gutter trash and him, or banishing gutter trash with my visualization exercise. Well, guess what happened when I opened my eyes? She was still fucking there. Okay. 7 months later, yep, still there. So I was like, oh no, there has to be a better way. Then I figured it out, and boom, immediate results. Headed in the right direction. I didn't say she was gone immediately, but it didn't matter. Okay, PDW. My SP broke no contact after a year. Oh, look at that, guys. As you guys all fucking whine about stupid shit. We messaged for 5 days and she's gone quiet again. Nope. Yeah, my advice to you is you can do everything that you did before. Okay. So, this is a lot of your guys' problem, is you'll get what you want and then be like, job done. No, the fuck it's not. No, it's not. You need to persist in your affirmations. You must persist. I don't care if you're talking every day for 5 days straight. Cool. You still need to persist in your affirmations. Okay, she's always calling and texting me. She's always calling and texting me. She's always calling and texting me. We're constantly spending time together, right? Things like that. You must persist because things slide back because you're still not conditioned to accept that this is how it is now. Thanks, Tamia. Okay, until you are in a place where it's like and you'll know because you'll just stop affirming for it. Okay, because you just know. You know that you're going to hear from her today. I always hear from her. We talk all day. We talk every day. Like, do you think I need to affirm that me and my boyfriend, that he's always calling and texting me? No. No. Because it's a thing. Do you think I need to affirm that we're constantly spending time together? No. We live together. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to affirm about a lot of things because it's a natural thing for me now. It's a state where I just expect it. I just know that this is how it is. Until you get into that state of knowing how it is, you need to persist forward. You cannot drop the affirmation just because you came back in contact. This is why you guys are getting back out of contact, because you're still questioning if she's going to talk to you today. Am I going to hear from her? Okay. You've been talking for the last 5 days, which snaps for PDW. Now you're going to carry it on and get more progress. And you're going to do that by sticking with what you were affirming for before, focusing on your inner conversations about how you guys talk all day, every day, because you guys are talking all day, every day. Every one of you guys, not a single person is in no contact. Okay. You're in no contact in the 3D, but you're always in contact with your SP. You are always in contact with your SP. Every time you think about them, you are in contact. That's how this works. So let's stop saying you're in no contact, because you're always in contact. So you need to know what your conversations with your SP are based on your inner conversations. The things that you're telling yourself whenever you think about your SP, they're hearing it all. It flips, and now it becomes their thought. So while you want to sit there and think they're ignoring you, you want to know what your SP is thinking? I don't want to talk to her. It flips because it's their idea, right? So it doesn't just work that way for the positive shit. It's the same thing with the negative. So it's always their idea. And so because of that, your thought about their behavior to you flips, and now that is their thought towards you. That's not what you want. Okay? Well, he's avoiding me. He's gone quiet again. All she thinks is, I don't want to talk to him. So you flip that. And now you focus your inner conversation about how you guys talk all day, every day. Yeah, she's calling me today. I know she's going to text me. She's going to text me today. She always does. That's what you need to do. Persist forward. Okay? Okie. Okay, Lisa. My SP tells me he loves me, but he will never choose me. Gutter trash involved. We don't call them 3 Ps around here, guys. We do not identify gutter trash as a third party. Third party implies competition. Nope. Gutter trash. Who the fuck competes with gutter trash? So what we do is we banish gutter trash right to the dumpster that she crawled out of. Okay? So you're always chosen, first of all. Okay? So you have options. Okay? He tells you he loves you, but he will never choose you. Okay. This is always feedback. Okay. So the reason why he said he loves you, but he will never choose you is because you don't feel like you're his priority. You're questioning if he wants to be with you. So therefore you're not questioning if he loves you. Okay. So it's like, because he's told you that numerous times. So it's like, I know he loves me, but that's the problem. Okay. So that's why he told you that. He said he'll never choose you because you aren't seeing yourself as the one that is chosen, the one that he wants to be with. Okay. The one that he wants to be in a relationship with. So therefore, that's why he said what he said. Okay. So we leverage, right? It's all about leveraging. So because that's what he said, so then which you're going to affirm is that he absolutely wants to be in a relationship with me and only me. No one compares to me. He wants to be in a relationship with me and only me. Okay. So that's what you would affirm. Keep it short and sweet. Okay. He's literally obsessed with you. Okay. Now we're going to keep it short and sweet there. Now, how to banish gutter trash away for the 10 millionth time, but we get new people here. And banishing gutter trash, luckily for you, Lisa, and everybody else who has a gutter trash problem, this seems to be a very big superpower of ours. Okay, banishing gutter trash. I've done it in my own life, and so it's a superpower of mine. Somebody just came in here yesterday and said gutter trash is gone. Of course they are. We've helped dozens and dozens of people get rid of gutter trash. Okay, so here we go. Let's get started. I only have 2 hands. This is you. This is gutter trash, and this is SP. Right now they're like this. So all your job is to do is to build, you know what I mean? Your job is to build and create the wedge between gutter trash and SP. That's all you have to do, because gutter trash will play her part perfectly in aiding in your manifestation. That's all you got to know. Okay? So the one thing you cannot do is view, this is why gutter trash is always over here and SP is here and you're here when I use my examples, because what you can never do is view gutter trash as the reason why you and SP are not together. That's why she's here and not here and here. Okay? Because you cannot view her as an obstacle, as a reason you're not together. Like, we cannot proceed in our relationship unless gutter trash is gone. No. You can't do that, okay? Because unless you get on board with gutter trash being gone, you won't proceed in your relationship with SP. But the fact is, gutter trash will play her part perfectly in aiding in your manifestation. So she could leave instantly. She could be or like me, if you're like me, she was the very reason why I got my manifestation, my full manifestation. She was the very reason why I got it. Why me and my boyfriend lived together. Okay? The first time. So that's why. So you have to realize that they play their part perfectly. They can leave at any time. So don't worry about that, okay? Do not focus on that. Do not check. You will never need to check. If gutter trash is gone, you will get the confirmation automatically. They will tell you. They will confirm, okay? So this is where we also leverage everyone as you pushed out, okay? Everyone as you pushed out, meaning that everybody in your reality must conform to your assumptions of them, okay? And since realities blend, gutter trash is in multiple realities. She's in yours and she's in SP's reality, okay? So doesn't matter because SP is also in your reality too, okay? So because the realities blend together, she will play her part perfectly in SP's reality, okay? So you need to give her an identity. An identity, because remember, identities are at the hierarchy of change, guys. That's why you give them an identity. A strong identity that benefits you, okay? The two identities you can never give her is that she is a manipulator or controlling. If you view her as manipulative or controlling, even if it's blatantly obvious, it doesn't matter. If you view them as that, they must continue, even if SP's aware of it, they must continue to allow themselves to be manipulated or controlled by gutter trash. No. So instead, I like crazy. It works quickly. It works very fast. Okay, you can think of her, you can think she's a raging fucking bitch, whatever it is that you want. I personally like crazy. Okay. So she's now crazy. So now we build the wedge. So now she's crazy. So you tell yourself, she's fucking crazy. He hates her. All they do is argue. She's gone away. He hates her. All they do is argue. She's gone away. That's how you from gutter trash away. So now you've created the wedge. Gutter trash is going to play her part perfectly, like I said, in aiding in your manifestation. So she's going to do what you did, what everybody else did, try to save their relationship, force the 3D. And as we know, forcing the 3D does not work. You're living proof of that. So instead, while you're affirming for you and SP and focusing on your inner conversations on you and SP turns around and comes on home to mama. I manifested a replacement air mattress, but my wife is still the same. How does resistance work? Okay, so did that make sense first and foremost, Lisa? So that's what you're going to do, okay? All right, Patriot vibes. There's a couple things, okay? Okay, so how resistance works is like you were not resistant to an air mattress. Okay. Like you didn't care one way or another. So therefore there was no resistance there, right? When people manifest, butterflies, pink cars, free coffees, different things like that, there's no resistance there, meaning you don't care one way or another. Okay. So therefore there's no resistance. Therefore it manifests quickly. Okay. So, but when it comes to your SPs, you're coming from a place of really wanting this thing. So when it comes to something that you really want, the resistance level goes significantly up, which is why people can manifest a lot of other things really quickly, or easily. But when it comes to SPs, they struggle because one, SPs have a fucking mouth. Okay. And you really want to be with this person. So the resistance level goes up. So when you decide something, the resistance level drops. It's like breaking the window, standing in between you and SP, and it comes shattering to the floor so SP can walk through the door. Okay. That's how that works. Okay. That's how that works. So when you decide, so for you, you have a couple things to decide on. Okay. One would be legal matters. You need to decide the outcome. Therefore, you have nothing to worry about. Because it's like, no, I know exactly how this is playing out. I don't give a fuck. This is what I've decided. And therefore, that's what's going to happen. Okay. So now you've dropped the resistance to that thing too, because oftentimes if the two are interconnected, it becomes an issue, right? Even though, thanks, Rob, even though you're trying your hardest, and I get it because it's real life. Okay. So but when you decide how it ends, the outcome, then that resistance drops. And now and then if you decide the outcome of your marriage, like, we're getting back together, period. That's all I have to know. All I have to know is perfect wife, perfect marriage. That's all I need to know. I'm going to decide that now. I'm deciding right now that me and my wife are getting back together, period. So because I'm deciding that right now, there ain't shit to worry about. I'm going to play my part. But I don't need to worry about anything because I know exactly how this ends. I know exactly how this is going to play out. So when you do that, congrats, MJ with all the emojis. Okay, so when you do that, then the resistance drops. Okay, and that's the key with SPs, is to lower the resistance level as much as you can. Do you have to have no resistance to manifest your SP? No, you don't. But you need to not worry about it. You don't need to question shit. Okay? Because trust me, you guys think I only work fucking 8 to 5. I don't. I'm fucking live 24/7. I'm live all night in my fucking dreams. I don't even know what my problem is. I've never coached so much in my dreams in my entire life. In fact, this is how I know that my clients will get significant movement and get their SPs back. This is how I know this. What up, Tamara? We already gave snaps to you, bitch. Yeah, I already told your story. Sorry, but I did. Sorry, not sorry. I wanted to inspire people, so I told your story, girl. Because I'm proud of you too, bitch. We'll start there. But anyway, so when you go and you lower that resistance, okay, because trust me, I'm always thinking about how to lower said resistance level. I'm always thinking about that, okay? And so for you guys, and this is how I know that my clients are going to get their SPs back. This is how I know this, because I have never, so I've done a lot of business coaching, right? I coached entrepreneurs for 5 years, okay? More than that actually, but full time for 5 years. Do you know how many times I had a dream about coaching entrepreneurs? None. Never. I never had a dream about that. But I can get you guys out of my dreams. I just can't. And so that's where I'm like, well, hey, you know what? Everything for me, everything is the meaning I want to give it. And so that's exactly the meaning I gave it. And so I was like, then this is why you guys get so much movement, because I'm just like, I coach you guys all day long in my dreams. I think it's kind of funny. But did that help Patriot? Because I hope it did. Okay. But I'm always, thanks, Rob. But I'm always trying to get you guys, I'm always trying to think of ways to help you guys lower that fucking resistance. Lower the resistance. And so all I can teach you is what I've done, right? And it's like, well, what did I do? I didn't worry about the shit. I literally didn't. I walked for 3 hours a day on coaching calls, and every waking second I got, I affirmed, or I had inner conversations all about what I wanted. I didn't give anything another option. I didn't give anything another option at all. Everything had a meaning that I wanted it to mean. No one told me this shit. No one told me to give meanings. Positive meaning to everything. It was just in my blood. I just was like, what the hell's the alternative? To give negative meaning? I don't think so. I didn't check my phone. The second I started affirming that he's always calling and texting me, do you think I checked my phone? Not one time. Not one time. I mean, I checked my phone for business clients, you know what I'm saying? But not one time did I check to see if I got a text. Not once. For what? For what? I just kept going. I just kept going. I kept going. I kept going. And then when I got a text, because I didn't have his number, so it's not like I could text him. But when I got that, when he came and said he was going to call me to give me his new number, I was like, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, yeah, something happened before that. Oh, yeah. Something happened before that, and I had seen him I had seen him hobbling because I know he had surgery. And I had seen him hobbling up the stairs, and I was like, do you need help? Right? I was like, he was alone. So I was like, do you need me to help you get to, I think he was getting down the stairs. Yeah, I was getting down the stairs. And he had just had his knee surgery. And I was like, no. He's like, no. He goes, I'm okay. But he was all looped up on, like the medication. And I just like, when I go to the pool, I go rough and tough, bitch. Like my hair is just thrown up. All this shit. And he's like, he goes, you look good. I was like, oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. And then shortly after that, he gave me his number. Do you think after he gave me his number, do you think after he texted me his number, do you think I checked to see if he texted me every day? No, I didn't. I was just like, oh, hell yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Just how it is. One text message. And I was like, fuck yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I wasn't like, is he going to text me again tomorrow? Am I going to hear from him again today? No, I didn't do any of that shit. I just kept going. Therefore, I kept getting results because I didn't check anything. I did not check anything. I gave meaning that I wanted to everything. Anything that would flatter my ego, yeah, I gave meaning to. That's fucking exactly what that shit meant. Thanks, Rob. That's exactly what that meant. That's all I needed to know. Oh, look at you, Mima. Look at you. Snaps for Mima. Snaps for Mima. She got another text today. That's because Mima's relentless. She wanted to pull out all the stops. Yeah, she found me from the beginning. She attended my first masterclass in February. So she's been with me since the beginning. And I tell you guys, she wavered a lot. Most of you guys do. So what? She wavered a lot. She went to victim jail, too. She spiraled in her emotions, too. Yeah, she did all that shit. Thanks, Rob. And then she was like, okay, I'm all done. She was like, okay, so I'm all fucking done now. She's like, she goes, I want to hit the easy button because I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Still haven't gotten contact. She hopped on a coaching call with me. She still hasn't gotten contact. She's been playing her part. She's doing what I'm doing. Then she says, I'm going to hire Jen to manifest for me. And she still played her part, right? Simplified everything, played her part. And boom, no contact broken. Now she's still playing her part, and boom, another text message. The first text message was like, what are you doing? Now he called her his little Dave. He used to call her. The little emojis. Emojis make me fucking smile on the text. I don't even know why. Not from everybody, just for my SB. So that's how this works. Because she persisted. Well, you guys want to whine over 5 days of no contact. I've been doing this for 2 days. I've been doing this shit for 2 fucking days. So what? 2 days? 2 days? Is that your commitment level in life? 2 days? That's all you got? Well, Mima was in no contact for what? 5 months? 6 months? 7 months? Something like that? So? She persisted. She's been persisting. And now she's getting her shit. And don't worry. Like a month ago, she was crying in the shower. It's totally fine. Totally fucking fine. But she's affirming while she's crying. Yeah. And now, if she's crying, I guarantee they're fucking happy tears. Right, Mima? Right? I love you, girl. I love you, girl. I'm so happy for you. Joshua, how much is my coaching? No more than $100. And that is not a lie. I am the low price leader in the coaching space. People tell me I should increase my prices. But I can't live my mission in life, which it was like this well before I did SPs. I've always had the mission of transforming lives of millions of people around the world. It's always been my mission. And so that's why I did weight loss. And then when people were like, you should teach SPs, I'm like, and I thought about it. I gave it a long thought, and I said, that actually is in alignment with my mission to help millions of people around the world. What's greater than to, because I know how I felt. I know how I felt when I got my SP back. I was like on cloud 9, right? And I felt so much better. No, I was just happy, like not happy. I'm always a happy fucking person, but you know what I mean. I got my relationship back, and I knew how that felt. So what greater thing in life than help people? So yeah, it's cheap unless you get my monthly, and then if you get my monthly program, it includes everything, and you get coaching with me all month long. It's $297. It's not a lot. Oh man, Rob, I love you, man. Sure, Bevy, I'll scream at you. There we go, Rob. We are just one big ass dysfunctional, crazy ass family of misfit toys. That's well said. That's fucking well said. Sure, kitty cats. I will take a looks. Well, I'm telling you, I'm loving it. I'm loving all this movement. And you guys get to see it unfold before your eyes, okay? Like, no one is making this shit up, okay? Like, it's one thing for people to just leave comments under videos, you know what I'm saying? But it's another thing for you to be live and have people that you've seen here all the time that literally are putting their success stories here, putting movement here on the live. Because it's like, who's making that shit up? I don't need to clickbait. I certainly don't need to go buy testimonials like some people. Be careful. Careful. Who are you listening to? Okay, yeah. I noticed that I'm unblocked again, but this time I didn't react. Progress. That's major progress, but you know what? You should react. Okay? I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Thanks, Rob. Okay, you actually should react, but in a good way. Thanks, MJ. You should react, but in a good way. What the fuck is there not to react to? You got unblocked. Now understand. Listen up, Amy. You should react in a good way, right? Because the fact is, they had to see, it's not like Facebook or Instagram sends out a notification that is like, hey, by the way, you've blocked this person 8 days ago. What's the status? Would you like to unblock them? Right? That's not what happens. Instead, they had to think about you. Okay? They're thinking about you. He had to search your name on the gram and then click that unblock button. That's huge progress. He's obviously thinking about you. Why would he unblock you? Because he's fucking obsessed with you, bitch. Hello. Oh man, Amy, I still laugh, girl. I still laugh. Okay. Now, when you guys, let's have this be a lesson. I love seeing certain people post success videos. Success stories about changing people. Now, I don't believe any of her success stories anymore. Because she blatantly admitted that she has people make the shit up. Just saying. So, when you get movement, You are not to run from the you are not to run from the movement. What up, Deriz? I'm only laughing because she already said she already told me. She says, I know you could talk about it on your live. She's like, I fucked up. She went in to the pub and she was not expect, even though her SP, that is where he usually goes, she was not expecting him to be there at the time that they went because it's usually not when he goes. She walked into the pub and there he was. I said, girl, that's movement. But then she's like, but then what did she do? She turned right back around and she ran away. She ran away. Okay. So then the next day, and she kept saying, I wonder why. And she kept like random, because she said it to me like twice before, where she's like, at this time he still had her friend on his Facebook, on his social media. And she was questioning why he still has her friend on his social media. So then the next day he unfriended the friends on social media, including her. And then the next day after that, she had posted a story and he viewed her story. So then she was all excited about it. But then the next day, she was like, well, if he wants nothing to do with me, then why is he looking at my stories? I was like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, first of all, you got, there she is. Oh, man. You know how you want to know how you lure people out of the crowd of your live to get them to comment when you talk about them. I love you, Amy. You know I do. But that's where she learned that was 100% movement, right? If he's there and it's not in alignment with his schedule, like when he's typically there, and all of a sudden he's there and you just happen to go to that pub, that's not a mistake. That was movement. And then I said, so what I would have done, because I'm petty as fuck, is I would have sat my little happy ass down. And she was like, and I was looking good. I was like, that's what I'm saying. I would have made sure if I ever go to that pub, I'm looking spot on. And I'm going to sit my little happy ass down and I'm going to show him everything he's missing. That's right. I'm going to have a great time with my girlfriends. I'm going to have a great time with my girlfriends, act like I'm living my whole ass best life, and show him everything he's fucking missing. But that's just my personality. So there's that. And then I said, how on earth does he unfriend? And you're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden the next day be like, if he wants nothing to do with me, why is he watching my stories? That again was movement. It's like, so we're going to stop all that. Okay. We're going to stop all that. And we're going to acknowledge the movement from this point forward and keep it going, because he had to search your name after he unfriended everybody. Now he had to search your name out. And then he went and looked at your story. And he's not stupid. If he could figure out how to unfriend someone, he's not stupid. And he knows that you can see who views your stories. He wanted you to see he's viewing your stories because he wants to see, because I said, based on your reaction to when you saw him in person, I said it very well, because she said she also had that thought too, is I said, it could very well, he could think you've moved on. Okay. And because of your reaction to him being at the pub. And he could have been like, well, that was uncomfortable. Has she found somebody else? Did I just make her uncomfortable and she left because I'm here? Like maybe she's with someone else. So now he's checking on your shit because he want to know. So let that be a lesson for you. Let that be a lesson for you to not run for a movement and to not assign negative meaning to the movement, right? Assign the positive meaning to the movement. Positive meaning only. Because remember, what you say in here and what you say out here. Hey, Bevy, can you tell Jonah that I will send it to her again? Because I've already sent it to her. And so I will send it to her again right after this, okay? What you say, you need to flip. You need to flip. Because it's going to them, right? So it's their thoughts, okay? So that's how you have to look at it, okay? So if you're saying, oh, I don't get it, if he wants nothing to do with me, so now he has the thought, I want nothing to do with her. See what I'm saying? So you need to flip that shit so he doesn't get the wrong signal, okay? Thanks, Rob. Okay? So you need to assign nothing but positive meaning. Positive freaking meaning. Nadine, bitch, shut up. Shut up. You did not get provoked. Okay. Nadine, here's my challenge to you. I'm going to challenge you to stay off his social media for 24 hours. Now, that does not mean that you're going to set a fucking clock, timer, bitch, and then the second that shit goes up, you're going to be, right, and go down this whole rabbit fucking hole. No, I want you to stay off of his social media if you can. I want you to challenge yourself. I just want you to challenge yourself, okay? And I want you to assign and if you can't, then I got a backup plan for you. Don't worry, bitch, I know you, okay? I got a backup plan for you. If you cannot stay off of his social media, then you're going to assign only the meaning you want to everything. So if Gutter Trash tries to provoke you on social media, then you're going to be like, she's so fucking crazy. Like that, this chick is batshit ass crazy. Identify with her as that, okay? And she's so jealous of me. Goddamn, she's crazy. Okay? Identify as that. Okay? Thanks, Rob. And then another thing I would identify, and then you need to literally only see what you want to see. If you're getting triggered over and over again by going on his social media, why do it? Why do it? For what? For what, Nadine? Huh? Stay off of it. I want to, this is about evolving, okay? Because we're getting you ready. Look at it this way. We're getting you ready for you and your SP to reconcile, okay? So we're getting ready for this. We're getting ready for your relationship. Kind of like people get ready for their wedding, right? We're getting you ready and primed and prepped for your relationship. So you can't do all this work to get your SP back just to fumble the ball over and over and over again because you can't stay off of social media. You're reading way too into things, right? Things like that. You keep doing that shit. And so I want you to now do things differently. Do things differently and say, okay, I'm going to try my hardest to stay off his social media because when we're in a relationship, I have to trust him. I have to trust him. And trusting him is not stalking his social media. That's the opposite, actually. Okay? I have to trust him. I need to start seeing the good in him and everything. I need to stay consistent in that. So I need to stay off social media. Plus, I want Gutter Trash gone. back to the dumpster she crawled out of. So I'm going to stay off social media. Do you see what I'm saying? Do it, Nadine. Do it, bitch. Nadine already knows that I tell her all this out of fucking love. And because I fucking know her. And because I know her. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. You know, Dr. Xtina, let me give you the best advice I can give you. All right. Dr. Xtina, listen. You need to stop trying to fact check everything. Okay? Because you do this everywhere. You do this in the WhatsApp community. Okay? You're doing it here. Okay? And trying to get it's like you're looking for reassurance over and over and over again. You're asking too many questions. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Okay? Because earlier I shared a success story, which I'm going to post. I'm going to ask her to take it tomorrow. If you're on here, bitch, can you take your success story, what you told me, and can you put it in the WhatsApp success stories? Okay? But I want you to give your timeline too. Okay? So people like Dr. Xtina can realize that if she can get a grip and get out of her own fucking head, then it doesn't take a long time. Okay? Dr. Xtina, she had a complete 180, 360, 180, right? I don't know. Anyway, she had a complete turnaround in 1.5 weeks. Blocked on everything. Complete turnaround, 1.5 weeks. Stop asking questions. Just do it. Just do it. Do you understand? Get a grip. Stop asking questions. Everybody hold your questions, okay? So that I can go ahead and hold your questions so that we're going to do the method in a minute, okay? Things with my SP have gotten so much better since I discovered you and now he's officially coming to visit me. Ooh, Marcia. What up, Brandy girlfriend? Snaps for Marcia. Snaps for Marcia. You know, my daughter wanted me to teach her how to snap, and I was like, I don't know how to fucking teach you how to snap. I couldn't even teach her how to tie shoes. Thank God for YouTube. She does like the fucking bunny rabbit shit. I was like, oh, see, I don't know how to do that. And nowadays, you don't even need to know how to tie shoes anymore. You know, everything's a slip-on game. Or those Crocs. I'll stand by what I always say. I think there is no respectable man wears Crocs. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Salty Dog. Yes, I will send you the recording. See? That's what Tamara said. Best I'm thinking she did was not check. Thanks, Rob. See, that's what Tamara said, Nadine. The best thing she ever did was stop checking his shit. Yeah. It's very freeing. It's very freeing. It's very freeing. I mean, I honestly, I fuck with people on that's just who I am. I mess with people on my Instagram. On my stories. Only my family. Because I know they watch my shit. My mom be like, so I saw you went here. And I go, social media is not real. Even though I did. Little social experiment, if you will. Trust me, when I was manifesting my SP back, man, I went a lot of places. according to social media. But I didn't go a goddamn place. On top of that, you know, people take pictures when they go out, right? It doesn't mean they went there today. Celebrities don't post where they're at in real time. They don't, because they're not trying to be berated with people, right? So they never post where they're at in real time. So it's not unusual to have people take photos and then post them. It's not like they're saying today is where I went. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna throw that out there. I know a shit ton of people that post on their shit things from the past that are very not true today, right? A lot of people will do that. They post old crap. It's not real. It's not real. No, I don't sing like that. I just made it up, okay? I do actually have somewhat of a tone, I will tell you. What up? 111 111 I knew you, Nadine. I knew you weren't even fucking paying attention to the first part. I knew you weren't. You literally, you automatically were like, yes, the backup plan. Oh man, you killed me. Yeah, Mima, my SP is not a social media person either. Thank God for that. Right? Nothing to check. Literally. His 5 posts from 3 years ago. Yeah, Tamia, you do. You should do your best to not check their social media. You should do your best. But if you find that you can't get off of it, then affirm the entire time you're checking. Okay? Like you don't even open up the gram until you fucking start affirming. And then you affirm while you're looking at his shit. That's it. And then affirm after too. And don't react. Don't react. Because that's the problem. Social media destroys a lot of relationships. Because they react to people liking their shit. Sorry. I'm never going to get over that. I think that's the stupidest thing to react to. I'm not going to lie. I think it's the stupidest thing to react to. If somebody is looking at who liked their post. Who gives a shit who liked their post? Then going and reading the comments. Who cares who reads the comments? Like, who cares who comments? Do you think my boyfriend cares about comments on my social media? No. Not at all. Do you think he cares who liked my shit? No. Not at all. Do you think he cares that some of my exes are on my gram and Facebook? No. Not at all. Who gives a shit? Who cares? You guys need to stop caring about that nonsense petty shit. This is why women are different than men. Because most men, they don't care. At least they shouldn't. But women, oh no, you'd be going down that rabbit fucking hole. And what the fuck are you looking at anyway? What are you looking at? Them out in the desert on a dirt bike? Most men don't post exciting ass shit on their Instagram. It's rather dull and boring. Or if you look at their stories, all you see are like reposts, shared shit. It's usually it. It's like a very uneventful. Versus women. Women be posting they going out with the girls tonight, looking all hot and sexy. You know what I'm saying? Versus guys, what are you looking at? I mean, that's all my friends. If I was to go down all my guy friends' stories right now, it's all like stupid shit. Them being at the casino, gambling. You know what I mean? like cheersing with their beer with their boys, you know, being out with their boys somewhere. Like that's usually all that's all it is. Or funny shit that they see on social media. That's it. But you guys be tripping. You guys be tripping. See, Jenny, that's where I'm confused. I'm confused as to why you're triggered by somebody viewing your SP, viewing all your stories and your pages constantly versus leveraging that as movement. Because first of all, it is movement, but leveraging that and saying, of course he's looking at all my shit. Why wouldn't he? Because I'm all he ever thinks about. Like literally, I'm clearly on his mind all the time. Why wouldn't you turn that around? That should not be triggering you in a negative way. That should be triggering you in a positive way as being like, oh, hell yeah, of course. See, I went under the assumption that my SP viewed all my stories. I didn't even know how to check because I'm not a social media expert. Okay. I did not even know how to check to see who views your stories. I had no idea until somebody said something about you could see who viewed your stories. I said, how? And my friend's like, really, bitch? So, but I had no idea when we were in no contact if he was viewing my shit or not. I just assumed he was. Why wouldn't he? Duh. So I gave him a show. I was looking good. Yeah. You can still see some of my pictures. But I'd give him a show. Yeah. And I'd be like, of course he's looking at my shit. Why wouldn't he? It was flattering to me. It wasn't something negative. And so that's where I don't understand where you're being negatively triggered. That to me doesn't fucking make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Because, yeah, exactly what Danielle just said. Because it doesn't make sense why you would get negatively triggered by that. You know what I mean? Oh boy, poor Tim's. I saw your message come through. I'll check it out. But you didn't screw up big time, so knock it off. Don't tell yourself that. Don't tell yourself that, okay? Thank you, Tamara. Okay, so don't do that. I can tell Dr. Christina. It's fine. I know it's fine. You want to fact check, right? This is why when you do techniques, this is how law of attraction gets your ass. With this whole, do this visualization, get a text in 10 minutes. Really? Because they have one video that says in 10 minutes, and the next one will say instantly. Then the next one will say within an hour. Like, it's like, make up your fucking mind already. Is it instantly 10 minutes or an hour? Like, you know, but the first thing we do, because I did this, why do you think I did all of them? The first thing you do is read the comments. You read the comments. You don't realize that they're bought and paid for comments at the time. I didn't know that at the time until I started thinking, logically speaking, they don't reply. They'll leave a comment. People will be like, oh my God, what did you do? I'm like, what they fucking said in the video, dumbass, right? Duh. But then they won't reply. That's because they were only paid to leave the comments, not to engage with the audience. Okay. And so, but that's the first thing you do. And that's how I would choose my techniques. I was like, oh, there's a crap ton of success stories here. Like totally work. Got my tags. Lies, 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 fucking lies. Should be a law against that shit. I'm just saying. That is in your story of him tomorrow. See what we're saying here. See how they start to conform to the version of your SP that you want them to be? Yeah. When we wrote the story of her SP, that was a problem for her, is drinking. Yeah. And he said he doesn't want to go drinking. He doesn't want to go out drinking. That's right. That's right, baby. That's right. Welcome to Brazil. Yes. Yes. Exactly. You need to start knowing that they love you and want you. Hello. I'm very excited too, psycho number one army girl. Alrighty. Let's get, let me go and make sure, let me clear these. See? All the heroes of the fire station were really? I just think they're tacky. I don't understand. I think they're completely tacky. I got a pair of sandals from them because I saw people wearing them at Disney World. First of all, I think they're tacky, and I don't understand why they have prickly things on where your feet go, because all that shit did was make my feet itch. They made my feet itch, and I was like, who wears these things? And they're not even cute. They could at least make them fashionable. You know what I mean? And then they get these people to put all that crap all over them. My nephew doesn't wear tennis shoes anymore. He only wears Crocs. He lives in Crocs. I think they're ugly. And on top of that, they're not even cheap. They're not even cheap. So I'm good. I have a pair of Crocs. I had a pair of Croc sandals. And you know where they wound up? In the fucking trash. Did you have any times to wear them? One time. One time out. And I was like, these things are so fucking ugly. Yes. Yes, I'd rather go to Disney World with no support on my sandals, but as long as I be looking good and they be cute, we're solid. Because you take a lot of pictures, you know what I'm saying? If I'm taking a lot of pictures, well then, you know, I want to look it. That's right, I am a drill sergeant. I'm manifesting. Can I manifest him back if I've cursed him and his mom out 4 times? Courtney, do you have like a tally log? You're like, what? This is now number 4. I've cursed about no, this is the 4th time. Yeah, of course, that's a circumstance. Circumstances don't matter. Okay, but first of all, there's a couple things, Courtney, love, and this will be the last question I answer until we do the methods, and then I'll answer the rest after, so you're going to have to stick around. Okay, first of all, you have a couple obstacles you're going to have to overcome, okay? First is you need to assume that none of that shit matters, okay? Second of all, I'm pretty sure if you cuss the mom out, you probably think the mom doesn't like you. Hence why you cussed her out 4 times. Okay? So you probably think the mom doesn't like you. So you need to now see that the mom does like you. Right? Like, no, the mom loves me. Like, she absolutely loves me. She thinks we're perfect together. Okay? There's that part. Okay? So change how the mom sees you as well. Okay? Because she must show up based on your assumptions of her too. Okay, and second of all, yes, you can manifest him back 1,000%. Cursing him out doesn't mean shit. However, you've done it now 4 times, okay? So you need to do things differently. This is where I tell people that the biggest lesson you have to learn in manifesting your SP back and keeping them is learning how to shut the fuck up. Yeah, you need to learn to shut up. Less is more. That's where that saying comes from. Okay, shut up, zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket. Okay, like we don't verbalize, we internalize. Because cussing them out, no good comes from it. No good comes from it. 1, you don't feel good after. You don't feel better. 2, it's not well received by the person that you're cussing out. And 3, all it does is slide your relationship back. So there's no good that comes out of that. So why do it in the first place when you could just be like, oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, well, I'm going to go now. I got to go. Right, so you listen to what they're saying. Listen to what he's saying that's pissing you off, because he's going to tell you where you're going wrong in your thought process. So then, and you'll find the leverage, because he'll tell you exactly what the problem is. If you listen and you read between the lines, then you'll find the leverage. And then you say, okay, all right, I got to go now. And then you bring your little happy ass in your fucking car. And then game on. this motherfucker, he can go fuck himself. Fuck him. This piece of fucking shit. Now cuss him out all you want. Cuss him out all you want. And then the second you're done cussing him out to yourself, then you pick yourself up and go, I let it out. I feel better. And he's so amazing. He is the perfect fucking boyfriend. He is the perfect boyfriend. My God, the perfect boyfriend. Okay. Like, think bipolar shit. Yes. Think bipolar. Okay. So that's all you do. So anytime there's conflict, anytime he says something you don't like, you're like, okay, I'm going to go now. And then you can say whatever the fuck you want outside of him or his mom, right? Then you're just like, this motherfucker, and you can say whatever you want. But then when you're done, then you flip it to, we're so great. He's so amazing. God, I fucking love his ass. He's so great. No harm done. No harm done. Okay, because there's a delay for a reason, right? So we leverage the delay and say, okay, cool. If there's a delay for the reason sick, he just pissed me off, so I'm going to cuss his ass out to myself. The mom, yeah, fuck her too. I'm going to cuss her ass out too. And then when I'm done, oh man, they're so amazing. They are so fucking amazing. Yes. I'm dead serious. And then you're all done. You're all done. That's how that works. That's how that works. So then it's easy. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Yeah. So because we don't want to keep it buried inside, right? Bottled inside. Because if you bottle it down inside and just shove it down, act like the shit didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And do that. This is why people explode. Okay? Because they're like, no. And now this is why they explode, because you've been doing nothing but bottling it down, pushing it down. You know what I'm saying? So if you let it out, then you're like, okay, cool. I feel better. Because here's why you feel better. Because why you're going to feel better is because you let it out. And you didn't get to hear him fucking respond. That's right. That's why you feel better. Because you can say whatever the fuck you want. And guess what? There's no response back. So you're just like, okay, I love that. Because usually it's when they respond back that pisses you off even more, right? Because it's not the response that you want. So instead it's like, yes. God, peace after that. I don't get to hear his fucking mouth. Yeah, that's right. That's the power. That's the power, baby. Well, good, funny. I definitely would stop trusting a lot of manifesting YouTubers. Okay. Their thumbnails and titles are bait. That's because they're AI generated, or because that's what they do. That's their entire job. Okay. And they know people like to watch the big people, but they don't realize that they paid for that shit. Okay. And mine are real. Yes. I will tell you, I only take pictures for my thumbnails when I'm having a smashing hair day. Then I'll just go on this whole fucking thumbnail picture brigade. How do you stop? Oh yeah, I'm done answering questions after this one. Shit, I kind of got him on a 4-hour call about getting back together. Damn. What were you talking about? And why is there a shit in front of that? For the person who asked, how do you stop attaching and ruminating on the old story? The thing is, you need to learn from the old story. You'll let go of the old story and you won't be ruminating on it if you would learn from the old story and accept that you were a cause for it. When you accept that you're a cause for things, you can see a solution. Stop being a victim. You didn't do anything. I'm sorry, you did everything. Nothing was done to you. Okay, you created the entire old story, so what the fuck is there to dwell on? That's how you're going to get over the old story. For all of you that can't get over the old story, get over it. You got him on a 4-hour fucking call, bitch? About what the hell did you talk about for 4 fucking hours? Huh? What did you talk about for 4 hours? That's a long time. That's a real long time. I run out of shit to talk about after 15 minutes. And if I'm going to talk beyond that, you can guarantee I'm going to repeat myself like 55,000 times. But you got him on a 4-hour call about getting back together. Good, Rita. I don't know where shit comes before that. But you need to control the outcome. Okay? You need to know that he absolutely wants to get back together with you, period. Tell yourself that. And prior to you getting him on a 4-hour call about getting back together, you need to tell yourself, he's going to tell me everything I want to hear. He's going to tell me everything I want to hear. He's going to tell me everything I want to hear. He's literally going to tell me everything I want to hear. That's for any of you. If any of you are going to get on a call with your SP, or you're going to see your SP in person to discuss anything, you better affirm, he's going to tell me everything I want to hear. Just that one alone. She's going to tell me everything I want to hear. She's absolutely going to tell me everything I want to hear. Because they will. They will. And it doesn't take a long time either. I did that one time for 20 minutes. And do you know what I was told? Everything I want to hear. Everything I want to hear. And now, do you know what I'm told every day? Care to guess what I'm told every day? Everything I want to hear. Why? Because this is my goddamn fucking reality. This is my reality. Yeah. And now I'm going to turn up a notch. Now I'm going to turn up a way notch. Now everybody is always telling me everything I want to hear. Everybody is always telling me everything I want to hear. That's right. Oh, demonic. I love that. Okay. All right. Get those photos of your SPs out real quick. And while you're doing that, it is Chris. Look, Chris. Look. First you come in here talking about my singing. Now you come in here pointing out the fact that my hair is growing out. Are we beefing? Are we fucking beefing, bitch? Just kidding. But my hair grows quickly. You guys should have seen. You guys should have fucking seen when I broke my shit. When I broke my hair. You should have seen it. It was awful. It was awful. It was so embarrassing to like go anywhere. I should have just worn a hat now that I think about it. I should have just worn a fucking hat. But it was embarrassing because it was like Spike Central all over. And then this was like so bad. So bad. See, as you can see, it's totally growing back. And it was awful. I mean, it was like to hear. Oh, man. I couldn't even put my hair up in a ponytail. I could not put my hair up in a ponytail. You don't need to detach, Paula. If something's constantly on your mind, you don't need to detach. You do not need to detach at all. You don't. For what? You don't need to detach. If it's something's constantly on your mind, like your SP, stick around. I'll explain why that is, because you're going to learn that right now when we do the methods, okay? You're going to know why he's always on your mind. And there's nothing to detach from. I am not detaching from my SP. No, that's fucking stupid. And that's like saying he's constantly on my mind. So when you get married, you're not going to ever think about your SP? Yes, you are. What's today, Monday? Oh. I gotta go to Jack in the Box, guys. One lucky winner of my coaching call that I'm on a coaching call today is going to take a ride with me to Jack in the Box. And a 7-Eleven. I go get my free shit. Don't get it confused. I go get my free shit from T-Mobile Tuesdays. And I get a free chicken sandwich. I couldn't do it when I didn't have my car. But now that I have my car back, game on. My mom needs me to go to T-Mobile tomorrow. So I'm going in an hour before somebody's going with me until she needs me to go to T-Mobile about this fucking Netflix shit. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll go to T-Mobile. I said, but I'll go on Tuesday because they're giving away a blanket. Although they're small little blankets, you know what I'm saying? They're small blankets, so I'll go get my fucking blanket. But their umbrellas, their umbrellas are badass because they're big. I got my pickleball paddles and everything. I don't even know how to play pickleball. Excuse me. Do I wear a mask? Do I look like I wear a mask? Huh? I love you, Chris. I was like, do I wear a mask? I wear like a mask? No. You have no Jack in the Box in Florida? Jesus died for y'all's sins. You know, Jesus is the Lord 7. Let's talk what you're saying for just one hot little second before we bow you out of here. But let's just take what you're saying for one hot little second. Because you're coming in somebody's live who I don't know anything about you, and you know not a goddamn thing about me. And you're going to come in here and tell everybody that Jesus died for y'all's sins. So you ask me, I also think that Jesus doesn't like you to judge people, correct? I'm pretty sure that your faith does not want you to judge people, and you know nothing about me or my people. So how dare you make pre-assumptions of us when you don't know us? So you might want to go back and read the Bible again. Because what did it say? Thou shalt, something about, if you have never sinned, let people who have never sinned throw the first stone. I'm pretty sure you've sinned before. Let's not lie. Okay, now go take your judgmental ass somewhere else. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Well, that's how that works. And come in here and fucking call us sinners. And if I am, so what? I'm okay with it. Jesus. People be out of their minds around here. But you got to clock their ass, right? Because you all know that I was damn right. You're not supposed to come in. You're not supposed to judge people. And you came all up in here judging everybody. I don't think Jesus, your Lord and Savior, is going to appreciate that shit at all. Oh yeah, it is. Manifestation is all up in the Bible. That's why I really like, that's the one thing I really enjoyed about reading Neville Goddard's books, is that he reverts a lot of crap back to the Bible and tells you like what it means. And I was like, that's totally fucking true. It's totally true. They're all metaphors. The entire Bible is a metaphor. Yeah, it's all metaphoric. Metaphors for everything. Yeah, that's all it is. You also found out she is manifesting as well, who your girlfriend is. Don't worry. Well, it manifests her any day of the week. And so what if she's into manifesting? So most people lack the one thing that you need to have when it comes to manifestation. It's called discipline. Okay? That's right. I like that analogy, Habana. I like that analogy. Oh, right. What up, Priscilla? All right. So let's go. You got your SP's photos out. Sorry. I just happened to run across that fucking one. I was like, excuse me? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, man. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get let's go ahead and get comfy cozy, all right? Because we're about to do the cord cutting. But before we get started, I get a lot of new people here. I am your manifestation bestie, where I teach you how to leverage the law of assumption and everything else in your freaking life to work in your favor. So if you are also interested, I manifest my ISP. I'm all over the fucking place right now. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss my live, I always put them on the tube of the U. So while you're there, subscribe, watch them, learn something, implement it too. Don't piss me off. Also, if you are interested in having me manifest your SP for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me so you can figure out where you're going wrong so you can get it right, all links are in my bio or description if you're on YouTube. Okay. Also, I manifested my SP back from no contact to living with me in 4 weeks. So I'm here to show you how to do the same, and I'm good at it. Okay. Every single day, people come on here and post their success stories. Okay. And every day in our WhatsApp group, somebody's manifesting some shit. Somebody's manifesting something. Okay. That's how that works. Donna Styles. I'm doing amazing today. I'm doing absolutely amazing today. I did see the comment above where you said she's manifesting too. You also found out she is manifesting as well. Well, Deriz, the good thing is, stick with us, my friend. And she doesn't stand a chance. It doesn't matter if she's into manifesting. It doesn't matter. It depends on what she's doing, first and foremost. Most people who are into manifestation don't quite understand how it works, okay? Or they go down this law of attraction rabbit hole. So if you're talking to her, you should be like, yeah, you should really check out law of attraction. Be like, man, I heard that shit slays. Turn her over to the law of attraction shit. But don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People can, because you have to think about it. People are always, everybody manifests. Everybody manifests. So it doesn't matter. Everyone's constantly manifesting. All right? No. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's law of distraction. Oh, wow. All the Jesus people really coming through today. They are really coming through today. Okay, Stephanie, again, just like I told the other person, because we're going to move on from this game that you guys are playing here. Just like I told the other person that was just in here, is your Jesus also tells you that you probably shouldn't cast judgment, okay? And you shouldn't judge people. I don't know you, and you don't know a damn thing about me, and I don't know anything about you. So for you to come in here and talk to all of my people and my audience and call us all sinners is a very judgmental thing to say. And you might want to look in the mirror and ask yourself if you've never committed a sin in your entire life, because I'm here to tell you something. If you ever jaywalked, that's a sin, bitch. Uh-huh. Good Lord. Good Lord. Plus, you know all those people had sex before marriage. I don't even know what they're fucking talking about. Oh, man, Havana, you're on a good one. Law of abiding sinners. Oh, man. Besides, all those people are most likely born-again Christians, let's be frank. Because born-again Christians are the ones that do this shit. I know I've got a friend that's like that, where his whole past was not walking with the Lord. Because people who are actually walking with the Lord don't have to, like, poach people on the lives and be like, you're all sinners. Jesus will forgive you for your sins. That's not what real Christians do. They go to church and they help people and they get back to their community. They're not on TikTok going on people's lives, calling everybody sinners. Anywho, all right, here we go. Energy, cord cutting. We're about to cut the cord with your SP, okay? We're going to cut that energy cord. We're going to keep that energy fresh between you and SP because your energy with SP needs to be fresh. Ever since you met your SP, you've been walking around with the same shirt on, okay? So we're here to wash that shirt so that it keeps the energy clean between you and SP. So you have to know that your SP is going to think about you in a very short period of time. They're thinking about you all the time anyway. Okay, but this time when they think about you, they will think about you differently. They will think about you completely differently, where something switches in them, where next when they pop into your head, they're like, huh. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. All right, Ash, we'll address you right after these exercises. All right, so I want you guys to close your eyes for just a moment. Okay, I want you to take a deep breath in and out. And take just a couple of them in through your nose, out through your mouth. And I just want you to relax for just a moment. Release the worries, the tensions, the fears, all that shit. Let it go for just a moment. And just be. Just be. And I want you to imagine that you're in a giant amphitheater. It's dark outside. There's no one there but you. And you're sitting in the middle of this theater, and in front of you, there's a giant stage. And on that stage, there's a single stage light that goes from the ceiling down to the center of the stage. I want you to focus your attention on that stage light for just a moment. And as you focus on that stage light, you start to realize that you're not alone. You start to notice that off in the distance, in the back of the stage, out of the light, you see a dark, shadowy figure. And as you adjust your focus to the shadowy figure, you start to realize that that person is your SP. So I want you to call your SP, say their name, tell them to come into the light, into the center of the stage. Do that now. Now, as they start to step into the light, you start to notice their facial features, their physical features. And you also notice a gold cord that runs from the center of your third eye directly into their third eye. Now, I want you to ask your SP these two questions, and I want you to hear them respond. If you can't hear their voice, that's okay. It doesn't matter. I want you to ask your SP right now, do you support me? Hear them tell you, yes. Now ask your SP, do you love me? Also hear them tell you, yes. Now I want you to say these 4 phrases to your SP. This time you're not going to hear them respond, and that's okay too. I want you to tell your SP, look them right in their eyes, and I want you to say to your SP, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Now I want you to reach up with your hands as if it's a pair of scissors, and I want you to cut the gold cord that runs directly from your third eye only, keeping the gold cord intact in your SP's third eye. And as that gold cord begins to fall to the floor, I want you to reach up with your other hand, and I want you to grab the roots of that gold cord and just pull them out of your third eye and toss them aside. Now, as the gold cord continues to fall to the floor, your SP starts to float away like a balloon. And they get farther and farther, and they get smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther and smaller and smaller, and they get farther and farther and smaller and smaller. And they get farther and farther and smaller until they just disappear. Now go ahead and take another deep breath in and out and open your eyes. Alrighty. Now, you are on your SP's mind. So now let's get you some contact in the 3D. Okay, because the reality is you've always been in contact with your SP. No contact doesn't actually exist. Okay, it's through thought transmission. You have constantly been in contact with your SP, and your SP has constantly been in contact with you. Which is why you have to try to not think about them, because you think about them constantly. Or you'll be going and doing something and all of a sudden they'll randomly pop into your mind. And because of that, that's because they're thinking about you. Maybe you recall a random memory at a random time. That's because that's the memory they're recalling. They're thinking about you all the time. And so there's not a day that's gone by where they haven't wanted to contact you in the 3D, that they haven't wanted to call you in the 3D. Not a single day has ever gone by that that's happened. Okay. They have written endless text messages to you. They just, up until now, have not, congrats to Lauren. They just until now have not been able to contact you because you have been preventing them from doing that. The only way you can give them permission to contact you is by seeing yourself differently and seeing your SP differently and giving them that permission to contact you by expecting something different, because up until now, you've been expecting something. You've been expecting something. What have you been expecting? Are you expecting them to not talk to you, not want to be with you, not to ghost you, to have you blocked, to not have feelings for you? Or are you expecting them to absolutely love you, want to be with you, want to talk to you, want to spend time with you? Either way, you're expecting something. So it's time now that you expect something different. Oh, well, Manders, that's movement. Okay. If you can't do it here, that's fine. Obviously. Don't worry about it. Is the first technique we did, the cord cutting, you can do as often as you want. That is in my profile. There's a video series where I'm wearing 3 red shirts. Okay. It's the first out of the 3 red shirts. That video, save that because that's the cord cutting. The second one that we're doing right now is the photo method. I have it pinned to my profile. At the top, there's like 43,000 views. You can save that one. But the one that we do now, because I added a step in the beginning, that there's a video series. It's like 4 videos back where I'm wearing 2 bathrobes. It's the first set of the 2 bathrobes. Then you can save that one. Okay. And so you can do them as often as you want. A lot of people, this is how they get movement, is they talk to their SPs. Okay. But that's movement. Your SP's in your area now. Okay. All right. So we're probably going to have to cut that in half, Patriot vibes, to be quite frank. Because I got a hard stop in 40 minutes. Okay. But anyway, so I want you guys right now to go back in your relationship. I want you to go back to the very beginning of your relationship. Okay. And I want you to remember who you were. Before you met your SP, who were you as a person? Okay. Yeah, baby, you do. Who were you as a person? Go back to that version of you, because at some point in your relationship, when you first met your SP, you had a confidence level about you. You knew who you were. You had a certainty about who you were as a person. Okay, your identities were not defined by your relationship. You weren't in one. Okay, so your identities were your identities. You didn't need to be in a relationship to feel loved, to feel special, to feel wanted. You were that person initially. You didn't need a relationship. Sure, maybe you wanted one, but you definitely didn't need one. A relationship didn't define you. You defined you. You knew who you were. You need to go back to that version of yourself. Welcome, Pablito. Because that version of you, except the 2.0 version, the evolved version, is who you must become again. Because that version of you is who your SP desired, was attracted to, wanted to be with. That version of you is who your SP chased, pursued, wanted to talk to all the time, was constantly spending time with you, couldn't wait to get off of work so you guys could be together. That version of your SP, or of you, is who your SP caught feelings for, wanted to be with, fell in love with. That is who you must become again. Because your SP isn't the only one that changed over the course of your relationship. So did you. You weren't the same person at the end of your relationship that you were in the beginning, and neither was your SP. So in order for you guys to have a thriving relationship, you must become those versions again. But you're in control. So right now, I want you to step into that version of you all over again. Like mama and daddy got a brand new bang, bitch. Okay? Step into that identity again, those identities again that you had. Bring that love back for yourself, that confidence back to yourself. Because that is putting yourself on the pedestal. You were on that pedestal initially when you first met your SP, which is why they pursued you. You must put yourself back on that pedestal, and only the way you do that is by becoming the version of yourself that you were before, but better, stronger. Okay, so that is now the version of you now. There is no other version of you that exists except for this version of you. No other version. You are that secure, confident, badass. Again. Who knows exactly who you are, who knows exactly what you bring to the table and what you have to offer anybody in a relationship. That is now who you are again. Now I want you to fast forward in your relationship to a time when everything was perfect. Your SP was checking all those boxes. I want you to remember who your SP was for you. What made them your person? I want you to think about who they were as a person for you. Forget who they were 10 seconds ago. I want you to think about who they were as a person for you. How did they make you feel? How did they treat you? Why them? When you can manifest anybody you want, what makes them so special? Why them? I want you to remember who they were for you, because that version, thanks Cypress, because that version of them is the version of your SP that you must select again. Because that version of your SP, man, that version of your SP had you hot and bothered. Like you were freaking like, "Argh." You know what I'm saying? They were checking all the fucking boxes. Okay, that version of your SP you were attracted to, you wanted to talk to all the time. You couldn't wait to get into a relationship with them. That version of your SP, you knew exactly how they felt about you. You didn't question if you were going to talk to them today, if they were going to text you back today. You never questioned that at all. You just knew. You knew that if they texted you, if you texted them, they would text you back. Why wouldn't they? And you weren't checking your phone. You weren't doing any of that. You just knew. You also knew that they would text you every day, call you every day. You knew that they would spend time with you. You knew exactly how they felt about you. You had no doubt they wanted to be in a relationship with you. And therefore, they did. That is the version of your SP that you must select again, because that version of your SP is also who you fell in love with. So in order for that connection to that bond to be repaired, for you guys to come back together, you must select both of those versions of you and your SP again. Because those versions of you and your SP are who won each other's hearts. And when you select that version of your SP again, and see them only as that way for you, tell her, bitch, don't throw shade at my bathrobe. I got distracted. When you see that version of your SP again, then that's who they will become. They don't have a choice. They can only show up to you based on your assumption of them. Pattern interrupt. So that's who they are again for you right now. Okay? That's who they are for you. Probably two. I can help you. What do you need? Okay, so now you've got your first piece photos out. You are now going to start expecting something different from them than you have been expecting up until this point. I tell you, you've always been in contact with them. It's time now for you to bring that contact into the 3D, for you to have them contact you right now by holding on to that version and seeing that version of your SP that, of course, why wouldn't he contact me? So I want you to tell yourself right now, in your mind, if you're at work or you're not alone, so you don't look like a wacko, say it in your mind. If you're out loud, I want you to say it. If you're at home, if you're alone, I want you to say it with some fucking backbone. Say it with some authority. Right now, I want you to say, I know exactly how he or she feels about me. Say it. Now, I want you to say to yourself, I know that they want a relationship with me. I know this for a fucking fact. Say it like you mean it. With some conviction, with some certainty in your voice. Now, say, they are going to tell me everything that I want to hear. Say it now. One more thing you're going to say right now, and this one I want you to say with conviction, some backbone. Right now, I want you to say, I have no doubt that they are going to contact me. I know this for a fact that they're going to contact me right now. Say it. Now breathe and know that what you say fucking goes. If you are new here, put on your crown. If you are not new here, straighten your crown and straighten it now, because here we get what we want and we get it when we want it. We don't wait for shit. We don't wait for anything. We're the queen and the king of your reality. There's no one above you in your own damn house. Okay? When queens and kings give a command, do they sit there and wonder, question, worry, check if their command is going to be fulfilled? No. When queens and kings give a command, there's nothing to check. There's nothing to worry about. They know. They gave the command. It must be fulfilled. There's nothing to doubt. There's nothing to question. That is now who you are. We don't check. We don't question. You made the decision. This is what I want, and this is what I'm going to get. There's nothing to check. Okay? Okay. Now, I do pause this live for a couple minutes while I go to the ladies' room while you do this, okay? But then when you come back, I'm going to sit there and remind you of something. Okay? That's how we're going to end it, with a nice little reminder that I think you guys need to remember. Okay? Okay. Now, when you, if you are in no contact, or you are in contact with your SP, but it is not consistent contact, then you're going to tell them to contact you. Okay? You could say contact, calling, texting, it doesn't matter. However they would naturally reach out to you is exactly how they're going to reach out to you. So you're going to look at your SP, right in their fucking photo, and you're going to tell them, say it with some backbone. You're calling me right now. You are calling me right now. You are calling me right now. If you're in consistent contact with your SP, then you can tell them they're contacting you right now, or you can tell them they're coming to see you today. You're coming to see me today. You're coming to see me today. You're coming to see me today. Okay? If you are in any of the ships, friendship, situationship, relationship, marriage ship, any of the ships, then you have options. You can tell them they're contacting you right now. They're coming to see you today, or you can have fun with it. You're bringing me dinner tonight. You're buying me flowers today. You're cooking me. You're cleaning my fucking car today. Whatever. You're giving me a massage tonight. You're giving me sexy time tonight. Whatever you want. Have fun with it. Okay? This is supposed to be fun. It lowers the resistance. When we have to start by lowering the resistance, okay? And the resistance, I love you too, Taylor. I was like, why is everybody saying bless you? I forgot I sneezed. Oh man. Okay. You know I love you too, Taylor, bitch. Okay. So when you lower the resistance, we need to start by lowering that resistance somewhere. Okay. So I want you now to expect something different. Expect them to contact you. No, it's done. No, it is done. And there's nothing to check. Okay? Alrighty. Now give your commands while I pause this live and expect them to contact you. But you're going to want to stick around for my daily fucking reminder. And we're back. Now, relax. And expect them to contact you. You understand? You understand, Stan? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me answer a couple more questions and I'm going to give you my daily fucking reminder. How about that? How about that? Tips on manifesting a new SP from thin air. Yes. Mira, you need to get clear on what you want. Okay? You need to get clear on what you want from an SP. You can be very descriptive. Get very descriptive. In a perfect relationship, how do you want to be treated? Who do you want them to be for you? What kind of relationship do you want to have? All of that. Okay. When you get clear on that, you can get clear on exactly what they look like too, if you want. Okay. When you get clear on all of that, then your SP will show up and check all those boxes. They'll be exactly that. You may have already met your SP and not even known it. But when you get clear on that, all of a sudden you see things differently. That's how I met my SP, is I got clear on what I wanted. The complete opposite of everybody I've dated in the past. That was my clarity. And that I wanted something different. And so when I got clear on that, I met my SP. But I had seen my SP for many years. He's been in my unit many times. And I had no idea. I had never even noticed him and he even told me that. He's like, I constantly, goes, you were the only one that I ever paid attention to. I was trying to get your attention. You never gave me the time of day. Then he would check me out and watch me at the pool. Things like that. But I never saw him until one day I was at the pool and he thought he'd shoot a shot. And he came to the pool and he's not a pool guy. And he came to the pool and I noticed him for the first time. And I was like, damn, he's kind of hot. And I literally told my friend that. And I've had some trysts, judge me not, at the pool. And when I've had too much alcohol. And my friend was like, bitch, you better not. Leave that shit alone. And I, did I listen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And we started talking. And that's how I met him. But I had already seen him numerous times. But I didn't see him until I got clear on the person that I dated, that I wanted. Okay? Cleveland, I just posted in the success. I'm going to post it to my stories today. It was posted in the WhatsApp group. I only started working with her 2 weeks ago. And she messaged me and she said, things are getting worse. He asked me to remove my relationship status from Facebook. And so she asked what she should do because she didn't want to do that, but also didn't want to feel the fire. So she decided to hide her Facebook relationship status. And so that's what she did. And he blocked her on everything. She's like, it's getting worse. I said, no, it's not. Stay the course. And stay focused. So she played her part. And within a couple days after things were getting worse, he came over to her house. He knocked on her door. And then I always say I'll bring him to your door. But I can't. The only thing I can't control is the version of your SP that shows up. So brought him to the door, and he never left. He left for like a half a day, and she's like, he's a totally different person. He's saying things that I've been saying, all of these things. He's pushing it out. Yeah. In a week and a half. In a week and a half, since May 21st to be exact, is when she messaged saying things were getting worse. She said that in 1 week. She said that on the 21st, things were getting worse. And now the next week, things were totally different. I'm not sure, Dr. Christina, because I have a lot of calls. I'm on calls all day long. Okay. Today. That's right, Rochelle. Tell his ass. How come since starting this, so many guys want me but my SP? Why? Bitch, that is because That's because you don't have any resistance or history to them. And if these are, on top of that, this is where I tell people it's not always a self-concept thing. Okay. Because there's self-concept is not necessarily at the hierarchy of getting your SP back, because when you work on self-concept, yeah, sure, a bunch of other people start hitting on you because you got a great self-concept, except for the one that you want. Okay. If you do know these guys, then you take the description of them. How would you naturally describe them? What do you know about them? And then pop that shit right up into SP. Okay. Also, if you're affirming, you can say their name. You can say their name. Salty Dog. I'm dreaming with him, seeing his name everywhere and getting hit on by other guys. Is it movement? Of course it's movement. That's a gang of movement. That's a gang of movement. Okay. Whenever you're dreaming about him, forget the context of the dream. The fact is he's in your dream, which means you're in his. Okay. Thought transmission works all the time. All the time. Which is why when you fall asleep with one affirmation, they show up in your dreams. It's thought transmission. Okay. And if you're seeing his name everywhere, those are all signs. Birds before land, as they call them, birds before land. Jillian, how can you make him text you more? He used to, but now he just ignores me and replies maybe 1 or 2 times. That's because that's how you're describing him. Okay. That's how you're describing him. You need to go back to how you described him or how you viewed things. What were your inner conversations and so forth when he was texting you all the time? Like when he used to, right? What did you know about him? Did you question that shit? No. But now you're viewing him as ignoring you and replying, not talking consistently to you. So because of that, that's exactly what you're getting, breadcrumbs, because that's what you're viewing it as. These are the, yeah, I'm okay, Kmar. I'm okay. Probably dry mouth. I don't fucking know. But this is where, but thank you for asking. But this is where you'll get that from. Now you make me want to cough again. But that's where you get that from. Okay, so instead you need to view your SP as consistently contacting you, always wanting to talk to you, always wanting to spend time with you, right? All of that, because when I text him, he texts me back immediately. Like he talks to me all day, every day, right? When you have that analogy, then that's when shift happens. He starts to text you. You can control what they're saying through the text too. Okay. You can control all of that. What's the tonality you want through those texts? Do you want him to call you whatever nickname he used to call you? Like things like that. You're in control of all of that and all of that. So what do we say every time we want them to? So do we just say everything we want them to once and let it go and just expect them to come back? No, G. I mean, you can, you should definitely just expect them to come back for sure. But letting it go, you should let go of the resistance. I wouldn't say that you say everything you want to them once and then let it go. You can, but you need to check your inner conversations throughout the day. So oftentimes, this is where I tell you guys, oftentimes you guys go against what you want by questioning things, okay? By questioning things. So you'll be like, yo, he always calls and texts me. He's always calling and texting me. But then your inner conversation, which is a natural conversation you're having with yourself, which is why I tell you this is what pushes out quicker. So you better really pay attention to those. And so your inner conversation will be like, but he's fucking ignoring me today. Like he literally texted me 1 time today. That totally goes against what you're affirming for. It goes against what you're affirming for. You guys need to stop with that. Like you're taking a fucking inventory of how often you talk. Stop doing all that shit. Stop doing all of that. Like all of it. I never once did any of that. I enjoyed here's the thing. I enjoyed the conversations that we had. Did we talk all day, every day? No. Why? Because, hello, I have a job. You know what I'm saying? I have to work, things like that. So did we talk often? Yeah. Did we spend time together often? Yeah, a lot. But I wasn't clocking the inventory. I wasn't like, okay, it's been 2 days since I last saw him. No. I wasn't like, okay, we only exchanged 5 messages today. Or I messaged him and it takes him like 4 hours to respond. I didn't do none of that shit. I didn't do any of that. Okay. If anything, again, I assigned the meaning I wanted to for everything. So if I sent him a text and let's say 3 or 4 hours went by and I didn't hear back from him, I'd just be like, oh, he's taking it. Depending upon the time of day, I'd be like, oh, he's taking a nap. He's taking a nap. I know he's taking a nap. And then that was it. Then I moved on. And sure enough, when he texted me back, what do you think he would say? I just woke up from my nap. Okay. If it was in the evening and I texted him and he didn't text back right away, depending upon what time of day it was, I'd be like, oh, I know he's playing his video games with his cousin. Like, because he's a gamer. Right? And sure enough, what would he say when he texted back? Oh, sorry, so I have my headset on and I was playing my video games. Yeah. If it was later in the day, like past 10 p.m., if I texted him, it was always like good night, right? Because it's late and I know what time he goes to bed around the time. And sure enough, I'm like, oh, he's sleeping already. And sure enough, he'd text me and be like, oh, sorry, I fell asleep. Every time I would give it the meaning I wanted it to mean, he would confirm that. Not a single time did he not confirm that. He would say exactly what I said on why he didn't reply right away. So what? So he did. He did exactly that. So you need to check your inner conversations and make sure that your inner conversations are in alignment. Okay, with what you say. You know what I'm saying? It's just totally in alignment. That's what it has to be. And so, nothing has meaning until you give it a meaning. So why would any of you choose to assign the meaning of ignoring me? Why would you choose to give anything that meaning? No, never. I would never give the meaning that he's ignoring me. Why? Because why would I want it to mean that? Why would I want it to mean that? Stop giving it meanings that don't benefit you. That do not benefit you. So from this point forward, if you give a meaning that does not fucking benefit you, then you need to give it a different meaning. Give it the meaning that you want. Oh, he's just busy right now. He's going to text me back any minute. And he will. And oftentimes they'll text you back saying, I was just busy. Yeah, because you gave it that meaning. And now they confirm that they were busy. And Angie, what? I'll get to you in a second. Sheila, how did you manifest to grow followers and gained a lot of success on TikTok? Because I just did my stuff. I had never gone live ever on TikTok ever. Ever. Like literally ever. And I was talking to an entrepreneur client of mine, right? Because I still coach entrepreneurs. So I was talking to an entrepreneur client of mine. And I was like, I said, my initial income goal, I'm going to make X amount of money per day. I said it once. Okay. And so then, and I was like, they were like, what's your strategy? I was like, I don't know. I was like, I have no idea. I said, I'm completely starting from scratch, a completely cold audience. I have no idea. I have no strategy. And so I was like, I'll figure it out. And so I was sitting there one day, but because I had made that, and again, I don't know how it's going to manifest. That wasn't my job. And so, and I did not want to connect the two. I did not want to connect income to follower size at all. And so I focused on the income portion. And then I literally got an idea. Just one randomly, I was like, I should go live on TikTok. I've never been live in my entire life on any platform. And so I was like, well, fuck it. I was like, why not? Why not? And I'm going to forget everything my business coaches, mentors, and all that shit have ever told me. I'm just going to be myself. And clearly, this is unscripted and unfiltered and uncensored. Okay, so that's what I did. And then I started connecting with the people that I connected with. And because I literally wanted to lead with value. I always tell my entrepreneur clients to do that, is there's never giving away too much value. Is why don't you try helping them? Why don't you lead with that shit first instead of dangling a carrot in front of their face and being like, if you want to know how to actually manifest your SB back, yeah, links in my bio. I'm not going to tell you how to actually do it on here though. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to hold out the biggest secret to everything. That's not my shit. I can't shut the fuck up anyway. So it's just not in alignment. I don't even know how to do that shit. So that's how I manifested it. Now, could I manifest more followers? Sure. If you want to manifest more followers, and all you do is tell yourself, like, all my videos go viral. I have millions of followers. I literally have millions of followers. All my videos go viral. Right? You can manifest that if you want. Sure. I might play with it a little bit. Who knows? But you're not getting rich off TikTok. I'll tell you that. Okay. TikTok gives me a deposit every single week to reward me for my 3 hours of live content that I do every day. And do you know how much money I make? $20 for the week. So you're not getting rich off TikTok followers. Okay. So there's that part. Now, let's get Shauna. Stop getting discouraged. Okay, listen. Okay. Yes, Ash, it's all movement. Yes. And you agreed to talk this month. If you agreed to talk this month, you better control the conversation in your fucking mind. You better control that, okay? In your mind. Because if you leave it up to him, I wouldn't do that. I know we don't abandon you over here, Cleveland. So we put you in a group, okay? Not a group, but like a group with me and my team. So you're not abandoned, okay? And I help you keep the movement going. Now let's go back to you. Don't even think I fucking forgot about you, bitch. Don't even think I forgot about you, but I have to find your shit again. Oh yeah. Angie, listen. What part of, I want you to listen. What part of shut the fuck up is unclear? What part of that is unclear? What part of learning to shut up is unclear? What part of when you verbalize, it backfires, don't you understand? What part of that is also unclear? So now you're crying, but you started the whole fucking thing saying, we got into it. You wouldn't have gotten into it if you would have shut the fuck up and listened to what he said so that you could now find the leverage to turn things around. You don't verbalize, we internalize. That's what you do. That's how you manifest. The more you do this, the more you push them right out that fucking door. So this is a muscle to learn to shut the fuck up, to learn less is more. Less is more. I'm not going to say shit. Oh, I don't like what he's saying to me right now, but I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen because he's telling me right now where I'm going wrong in my thoughts. This is all feedback. So there's nothing to react to. Let me listen as he continues to tell me what I don't fucking want because I'm going to change it in my mind. Don't even trip. I'm going to change it in my mind. We're great. He be fucking yap. You're over here like this. Keep going. Let me take mental fucking notes. Let me take mental notes. Investigative reporters in full effect. Mental notes about what the hell this is coming out of his mouth right now, because somewhere he's going to tell me where I'm going wrong in my thoughts. And so now I fix that. No harm, no foul. Now we're right back on track. But you need to evolve and learn to shut the fuck up, because here's relationship 101 to all of you. No one likes drama. No one likes drama. No one likes to fucking argue except for you ladies. Most men do not like to argue. They are not combative people. They want fucking peace, not fucking headaches. And if you're going to add stress to their life, guess what they're going to cut out? The first thing they're going to cut out. Their number one stressor, you. Because you are causing them nothing but problems, a headache, and they don't want a headache. What do you do when you have a headache? You take Tylenol. You want it to go away. So if that means they have to kick your ass out and break up with you, so you go the fuck away because all you're doing is creating drama in their life that they don't fucking need, that's exactly what they're going to do. Because you aren't shutting the fuck up. And nothing good ever comes out of you running your mouth. Nothing ever good comes out of running your fucking mouth, ever. Ever. You don't feel good about it. They don't feel good about it. And now here you are. Now you got a fucking problem. But if you would have shut the fuck up, he wouldn't have said what he said. No harm, no foul. No harm, no fucking foul. There's no need to be combative. Because when you argue with him, it becomes a command. And no one likes to be told what to do. Not even you. So what makes you think they're any different? But if you shut the fuck up and go in your mind palace and internalize, then guess what now happens? Now it's their idea. They're happy to oblige. And at the end of the day, you got to save your breath and you got exactly what you wanted. And they're happy to do it. How is this a hard decision to make? How is this a hard decision to make? So, you all need to get out of victim fucking mentality. You should not have any resentment towards your SPs. You should not feel any type of way about the old story. You should not feel any way about shit. You should not have a hard time seeing your SPs as a perfect SP for you. None of that shit, because you are not a victim of anything. You created everything. You are the creator. So what are you a victim of? You're not a victim of shit. So get over it. Get over it. You're not a victim. You created this mess. You created the distance. You created all that shit. So get over it. Let it go. Drop it. And understand, I created all this bullshit. So who am I supposed to be mad at? Them? They're only playing their part. They're only confirming what I'm thinking about. They're only playing the part I assigned them. So why am I mad at them? Maybe I should try assigning them a different role instead of getting mad at them. Maybe I should just give them a different part to play and then let them play that fucking part instead of villain. Maybe I should do that. And then this is my movie. So I created the story that I didn't want, Nightmare on Elm Street. So maybe I'm going to go ahead and create the Notebook now. Yeah, let me go ahead and rewrite this movie script so therefore I can create the Notebook or 50 Shades of Grey or whatever the fuck you want. Your romantic novel. Let me go ahead and rewrite the script because this is my reality and not a victim. It's a lot easier for you to play the victim, but as long as you play the victim, nothing will change. Because when you think you're not at fault and everybody is doing things to you, then you can't see a solution. Because it's not your fault. So guess what happens to your subconscious mind? Well, no need to fix what's not our fault. We're the victim here. We're the victim. So we'll just cry about it. We'll just keep fucking crying about it, hoping that it changes, even though it's not going to. That's fine. Versus when you get yourself out of fucking victim mentality and get yourself in control and start living at cause and realizing that you caused all of this, then guess what your subconscious mind does? Activate it. Oh, we're at cause for this shit. Got it. So let's start scanning our surroundings right now to push everything out into the 3D. So let's find a solution to this shit. Yep. Raz has been activated. We will find a solution to this now because now we're going to get a solution because this is our fault. We got to fix it. That's what happens. And then things start to push out into your 3D, but you can't help but play the fucking victim. Stop playing the victim. You're not a victim. Remind yourself of that. I'm not a victim of shit. This is my reality. They didn't do anything to me. I did this to myself. So I'm going to change it because I deserve better and I'm going to get what I want. And so the only way I'm going to do that is if I stop being the victim and self-loathing in my whole fucking pity party and put my big girl, big boy panties up and push forward and get my shit together. I don't need a waiver. I don't want to question shit. I don't want to do any of that. I'm not going to assign negative meaning to things that don't benefit me. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to give everything the meaning that I want it to mean. Everything that I do is going to be self-beneficial. Whatever's going to make me feel better. Yep, that's what I'm thinking about. Because that makes me feel better. Yep, that positive meaning. Yep, that certainly makes me feel a whole lot better than thinking that they're ignoring me. So yeah, I'd rather think he's busy right now. Yep, so that's what I'm going to say to myself. And then this, that, and the third. Do you understand? Stop playing the fucking victim. And go get your SP. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own head. Go get what's yours. Do you understand? And learn to shut the fuck up. For Christ's sakes. This is in general. Learn how to shut up. Learn how to be quiet. Learn how to be quiet. That's what you need to do. Be quiet. No. You don't need to learn you don't need to play hard to get now. You need to put yourself on that pedestal and understand that he's over that shit. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get what's mine. Friend? No, I don't think so. I'll decide when we're friends, and I'm not deciding we're friends. Actually, I'm deciding that you absolutely want to be in a relationship with me. Period. You're over that shit. Don't worry. I learned, Angie, that I'm going to start shutting the hell up. And I'm not going to accept friend zone nothing. No. Friend zone, I don't fucking think so. No, I know he wants a relationship with me. I know he wants a relationship with me. Right now. Period. Now I have to jet because I'm 4 minutes late to my coaching call and he just said he's online. So do you understand what I'm talking about right now? Listen. Take it in. Absorb. Get what's yours in general. Stop reacting. Stop reacting to everything. Stop reacting. There's nothing to react to. When you're the one creating it, what are you reacting to? Your own shit? No. So there's nothing to react to. You want something different? Stop reacting. It's that simple. Start reacting to what you want instead. Okay? Okay, besties. I love you. I'm coming right now, bitch. I love you all. And I got a jet because as you see, I have a coaching call. I go live every day at 10 o'clock Pacific time. If you ever miss my live, I always put them on the tube of you. Go ahead on over there, subscribe while you're there. If you're interested in having me manifest your recipe for you, or you want one-on-one coaching with me to figure out where you're going wrong so you can get it right, all links are in my bio or in the description, wherever you're from and watching, okay? I manifested my SP back from no contact to living with me in 4 weeks. So I'm here to help you do the same. And I'm good at it. So I will post all my stories today. Our most recent, latest, greatest success story for manifesting for you. Okay? Okay. I love you. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.